what is a worldview? A worldview is something that allows you to make sense of the world. When things are chaotic and nearly incomprehensible, a worldview helps you anchor thoughts and hopefully give you ways and tools to solve the problems that are facing us. When we wrote the Nexus, we did not present it as a worldview, even though the book had two components. One was the augmented thinking for a complex world that was basically about the ability to make solutions real by learning how to deal with complexity. And the second part was the new convergence of art, technology, and science. And that basically was about augmenting thinking spaces. Obviously, you need a broader thinking space to deal with problems that are really new. So we gave reasons of why this was needed. And every survey that has been done about listing problems affecting humanity comes with a long list of things like natural resources and climate, large-scale conflicts and wars, racial inequality, poverty, lack of education, gender inequality, food and water insecurity, and even who you ask, it may be the future of the global financial system. So there have been many worldviews, and one is still discussed in the circles of political scientists, is the view that emerged when you have rational actors connected in predictable ways, a view that can be rooted to the Enlightenment and Newtonian thinking. More recently, post-Cold War, we had something that goes by the acronym VUCA, which stands for volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And more recently, a competing view that goes by BINA, BANI, that stands for brittle, anxious, nonlinear, and incomprehensible. All of these words, by the way, most of them appear many, many times in the context of the Nexus. I should point out that nonlinear is a subset of complex. Now, we gave recommendations on how to deal with this, what skills you should master. We developed a list of 10 things on creativity and 5 on leadership. I'm not going to list all of them. They are all in my website. Probably mention tolerate tension. Tension is healthy. Design Nexus teams that will bring lots of lenses to look at the problem. Diversity is good in looking at different problems with different skill sets. Embrace fog. Nothing really complicated appears as clearly defined. Fog is fine. You have to accept it and thrive. And also break assumptions. The idea that breakthroughs are very different than break with. Break with is something that breaks with the assumption that govern the thinking up to that point. But if I have to name the top 2 or 3, I would say mastering the ability of synthesizing opposite viewpoints is a central concept for leaders now. The other one is that leaders develop compasses, managers use maps. And finally, master or learn about complexity, complex systems, especially emergence, about designing conditions for successful emergence. A leader, an organization, is someone that engineers the conditions for successful emergence. So the overall conclusion of this is, first, you have to understand the issues and possible tools, and this will give you a foundation from which you can form the skills that will allow you to attack and solve problems facing us today. Thank you.